everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Last episode, we talked about the roller coaster ride that is eBay. We had a 2-day stretch where we sold like just over $200 and that's it. And then boom, it all switched really quickly. All kinds of sales, viewer sales, non-viewer sales, little sales, big sales. And we sold over $2,400 in 4 days, including one of the best sales I've ever made. I sold a shirt for $700. Let's take a look. We're gonna do 3 sales really quick before we talk about the big sale of the day. And this one was a pretty good sale as well. Bought it at the 127 last year. It was in a box sitting on the ground with 2 of those. And one was completely, had nothing. There's no controllers, no nothing. And then that was in pretty good shape. And I think I paid $15 total for both. And we grabbed it and it sold for $60. The other one sold for $20. And it had no wheels and was cracked. This is 2005 Malibu International Company. And that one right there sold for $60 plus shipping. Next one is this sweater right here. And I see there's a message, Kevin, special request sent to your Facebook messages. That's never a good place to send something, by the way. I'm gonna find it though. And he said, read before shipping. I also ordered some stuff off your website, commonwealthpicker.com. Thank you, and I hope your videos, and I hope you and your videos like my idea. All right, well, I'm gonna have to check that out, Brandon. And we're gonna show them what you bought right here. And maybe when Reagan thanks folks later in the video who bought stuff out of CommonwealthPicker.com, we'll read your message then. And actually looking at it, you bought some other stuff, but we'll look at this one first here. J. Farrar, this is what I would list, and I did list this as a Cosby sweater, right? Boy, this is interesting. You got this thing, and you got a Cosby sweater. Selling some controversial stuff. Speaking of controversy, you better get away from there. I'll get you a treat in a minute. Whenever I see these, I think I picked this one up for $1, y'all. $1. And they're also very easy to spot at the thrift stores because they look so funky. There's different sweaters that are all crazy. You know, Coogie's been a popular one that I'll pick up. But it doesn't matter the brand necessarily. It matters the style as much as anything. And I think I paid $1, listed it as a Cosby sweater. And then we got 75 bucks for it, plus shipping. Actually, it was 79 plus shipping, and it does look like you bought some other stuff, Brandon. Thank you. I will read those off in a minute. I didn't have them on my list as all together. That one was separate, but we'll definitely thank you for those other purchases as well. But we have 2 more sales really quick, and then we're going to talk about the big sale of the day. It's been a little while since we sold the ET pens, and we sold a Gertie pen. There you go. Gertie and ET, Drew Barrymore and ET, and then ET and drag pin. We're getting low on those, and they sold together. A lot of times they sell to viewers, but I didn't see a message. So these right here, $13.99 plus shipping for those 2 vintage pins. Got to give a little context for the next one right here. First of all, it is probably in my top 10 single sales of all time, which is really cool. When I purchased this, I bought it over here at the, I don't know what it was called, but vintage sale, greatest garage sale ever. I don't know, 4K garage sale. And I had a lot of kickback. You know, people are like, oh, 4K, you're not going to whatever. I'm like, whatever, we're going to make some money on this. And this was the marquee item. You want out? I better let the dog out real quick. No, you want a treat, don't you? All right, sit. I'm already sitting. You want that? You want that? All right. All right. That's a good pup. Now I'm going to kick you out of here so we can get to business, all right? Is that all right with you? Is that all right? Yeah? Okay. It was the 3rd day of the 127, maybe the 2nd day of the 127. No, it was the 3rd day for me of the 127. It was the 2nd day for some other folks I was with. And I was out with Uncle Steve that day, and he saw this sale. I saw it off the road, and they were putting up the sign. I'm like, sweet, they're just putting up the sign. We're going to head that way. This hadn't been open for days and days and been picked over like a lot of those sales are out there. And so we got there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. We were one of the first people there, and there was very little traffic. And I immediately knew that there was gonna be some winners in this pile, and I asked for prices, and they're like, $quarter piece. I'm like, oh my goodness. So this next shirt, I paid $1 for, and we bought tons and tons of stuff, and we're gonna make a lot of money. And when I saw this shirt, I knew it was a winner. I first thought, I'm like, oh sweet, this is gonna be a you know, $100 shirt, $200 shirt. And then I looked and it said workwear on it. And it had this name Barry on it. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is like the real deal, y'all. This isn't just some shirt that they're marketing and making money off of. They don't do that on workwear. I used to wear workwear shirts when I worked at a golf course in Oregon for a while. And they'd give you 5 of these shirts. And, you know, they'd get cleaned every week. And you had them to wear for the next week. And this right here was the real deal. I'm like, this, who's Barry, right? So we started to do some research on it. So I immediately started thinking, this might not be a $200 shirt. This might be a $300-$400 shirt, maybe a $500 shirt, you know, who knows? And my buddy Tim, big shout out to Tim at Over the Years, because he helped me that evening do a little bit of back research on it, and he got me in the right area, the right time, which would have been the mid to late 70s. Based on this right here, it was pretty easy because it says Richard Petty 6-time champion, and he was a 7-time champion. I think that's right. And so you just figure out when his 6th championship is and his 7th championship is, and you figure out, you know, it's got to be between those 2 time periods. And you start looking at pictures, and I'll put some pictures up here. And you see this STP racing team. You know, this is before the days, you know, not like now where they have 17 sponsors all over the shirt, you know, like Commonwealth Picker. Speaking of, I'll tell you what, I'm going to announce this now. It might not be ready for prime time, but I'm going to announce it right now. CommonwealthPicker.com is going to be a whole website. It's not just going to be merch. And I'm hoping, maybe saying this right now is going to get this out, to get people over to CommonwealthPicker.com and check it out. And it has everything, announcements, affiliate links, merch, all of the social media contacts. It has all of the upcoming events that we're going to do. It links to GarageSaleNation.net. Anyway, you don't care about that. You want to talk about this. So we started looking it up, and Tim looks up Barry. I think he gives me the name Barry Dotson, and he says possibility, and there's a few things don't quite add up, and then I kind of took it from there. So big thank you to Tim and Over the Years. He's also part of Reseller Information Network with Shernock's Connection and Eric Over the Years. Oh, Eric OBX Picker and Leroy Blood Sweat Cell. And so he gave me that info, and I'm like, sweet. But it was only recently when I went to actually list it that I came up with a little bit more information. Now you'll notice that's a size small, and so I look at Barry Dotson, and he actually is a crew chief for a couple of drivers later, and I can't think of their names right offhand. You would know their names. I'll put them up here. And at least one of them. And as a crew chief, he won some championships. At least one that I'm aware of. So Barry Dotson has his own, you know, history, not just the Richard Petty history here. And it was a little vague, but it became clear that Barry Dotson actually worked as a very young man. Because I see these pictures of Barry Dotson, I'm like, he can't possibly be a size small. There's no way. And then you go back, you know, and he would have been in his 20s and probably much smaller back then. And it was a possibility. And sure enough, he worked as a painter on the crew of Richard Petty. And maybe he moved his way into some other jobs. He passed away a few years back. There was a tragedy with both of his children dying in a car accident. I'm like, wow. And I go to list this thing, and I'm like, what am I going to list this for? There are no comps for something like this. This is like a museum type piece, right? You could put this in the Richard Petty Museum. I actually thought about calling them, to be honest with you. And I'm like, what am I going to do? You know, because I'm not guaranteeing that's who this is, but I'm fairly certain that's who it is. And I list it like that. And then I decide on the price of $500 in my head, because there's other kind of examples out there. Maybe I'll throw one or two up right here of actual pit crew shirts of people who are in pit crews for famous names, famous peoples, famous drivers. And they would sell, you know, a couple $100, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but this is different. This is from the 70s. This is the king. This is Richard Petty. And I'm like, I'm going to 500. And then I just tell myself, you know, what's the message I always tell people? Figure out what you want to price that unknown item for, and then jack it up even more. And that's what I did. I put $700 on it. $700. It sold in 10 hours. I had a couple of offers right off the bat, one at $450. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not selling it. No way. And I had somebody message me after the fact saying, I hope you got full price and didn't take an offer because it's probably worth a little more than that. And I'm like, sweet. And that's probably true. I probably could have listed this thing for $1,000 and entertained offers, and I might have got $800 for it. But I mean, come on, a quarter into $700 plus shipping right there. And yes, I hate putting insurance on anything, but I'm gonna put it on this, and I'm gonna probably ship it out, I don't know, priority mail or something. Let's knock the rest of Brandon's order out. He got an Eagles 8-track for $10 plus shipping. He got Admiral Akbar, it's a trap, for $15.99 free shipping. He got ET in drag earrings. Shout out Ivan. $7.50 plus shipping. Out of Shad Juice's drawer, he got 2 of these 200-volt conduit strips, sticker marker things. I don't know what they are. They've been in the store forever. I don't think I've ever sold one. And those sold $7.99 or something like that. Thank you for that. It's an odd order right here. In one of these charts, it's the earthworm chart. Hey, look at that. It's the first one. That's earthworm too, but this one was black. And that one went for $105 plus shipping. Brady, you have some eclectic taste right there for darn sure. I don't know what else to say. Very cool. Thank you. Look who's back. And look who's being bad again. This mine. This mine. I like this. You gotta stop. No. No. That's what I stand on when I ship. Helps my back. Oh boy. I have to put it up. Sold an Enaman to Neil to get his eBay store moving. Neil, thank you. And Brady, we will read your comment later. Right there. And the price of these, the quality's going down here. See if I can find you a decent one. That's faded. See the little fading in it? But everything else is good on it. Let's see what else we got. There, that looks like a good one. As we're getting lower, that's all she wrote, except for our decorative ones in there. So the price is going up apparently. But if you want a cheap one, cheaper version of it, still get your store moving. It's over there on CommonwealthFigure.com. You can go check it out. And this is the real Enaman. That is the Enema Man. And they both get things moving out of your eBay store. Just, you know, you just have to sit them on the shelf though. Don't actually, you know, use it like you, well, you get the point. At any rate, thank you, Neil. And Neil says, hey, Kevin and fam, I'm so excited to win an Enaman. My store is moving pretty good right now, but you never know when it needs a little boost. I know. Well, we have the booster stickers for when you need a booster for your Enaman, you know, except for we sold out of those again. The ultimate Enaman booster. But there's news on that front coming up in about a month. I know it's a big ask, but, well, sure, yeah. Can you sign some business cards? You've already got mine. Could you get Blue Ridge Mama, Reagan, and Turner to sign a business card? Sure. I think we could do that. I usually keep some in reserve, Reagan's, because people ask for Reagan's often. And I'll get Turner to sign one and Blue Ridge Mama. Hopefully, if I can remember to do that, I probably should go do it right now. Does your mind work like that out there, y'all? If you don't remember to do it right then, you just don't remember it. I set alarms on my phone. It's like, golly. Any rate, speaking of Dave and Carrie, he looks forward to meeting us in Vegas next month. Awesome, Neil. Very cool. Remind me of this. And thanks again. Take care. Happy Hound Trading. That's eBay. Happy Hound Trading. Pepper is the best. Well, let me tell you, Pepper's better than this little monster down here. But I will say, Wallen likes to keep me company. Sold a Kids XL Hokey starter jacket. And because it's kids, it didn't go for as much, like $25, I think, something like that, plus shipping. And you know, if you get a full-size adult one like that, it's $50 to $100, depending on the design on it. This is not the best design in the world. Plus, it had a flaw or two, if I remember. Yeah, right there. See that? And still a cool starter jacket, though. $25 plus shipping. Oh, Wallen. The puppy. Let's see here. Sold a Firebird. Haven't sold one of these keychains in a while, y'all. They're pretty cool. From the 2 Epic garage sales. That reminds me, we have an announcement for anybody who likes to listen to the Facebook page. We are totally changing up that Facebook page. I'm going to put an announcement out on Instagram, but let me do it real quick after I talk about this one. $11.16. So these were normally around $15. We put a 30% clearance on them because I haven't sold them in a while. See if we get some action over a couple days. I think that clearance is over now, I think. But it's sold, and we're making decent money on them. We paid like $1 a piece, so we're still making decent money on this particular one right here. And it's going to a viewer. It's going to Shane. He says, thank you so much for all that you do. I sure do enjoy the history and the wonderful advice you give to viewers. I don't know about that. Hopefully it's don't buy Tupperware. Love the YouTube channels and the Trash to Cash podcast. And a lot of great stuff there. So thank you for your message. And what does he say? And he'll continue to listen to the podcast. And Shane's eBay store is the Pickled Picker. The Pickled Picker. I like that. Cool. Thanks, Shane. Quick announcement about Facebook. For those of you who don't know, we have a Facebook page that far surpasses anything on YouTube. It's got 400,000 plus viewers, subscribers over there. And up until this point, it was run by another company. It wasn't run by me. It was run by, I just don't have enough time in the day. And they came to me and they wanted to run it and do a profit sharing deal. And I said, well, okay. And it grew a bunch, which is awesome. And I had the chance to reacquire the channel, and I took it, and the dog is chewing on this thing again. Hold on. Back to the announcement. So we're going to be doing a lot more personal kind of stuff over there, more like Instagram, where I'm going to post some more personal stuff from time to time. And then we're going to post content from both channels, maybe even Garage Sale Nation channels. We'll post shorts. We'll post long form. We'll post old Commonwealth picker videos. We'll post new Commonwealth picker videos that you can already see on YouTube. And there'll be, something every single day over there, hopefully. Maybe a couple things every single day. Not that you need to go over there if you watch on YouTube. Just stay here. That's perfectly fine. But for those of you who do watch on Facebook, you're probably hearing this now, because this show, the Commonwealth Flipper channel, has never really been on Facebook before, and now it is. So you're hearing me make this announcement after the fact. It's probably going to be delayed over there on Facebook. We're going to post everything here on YouTube first. As soon as it comes out, it comes to Facebook, on YouTube first, and then it'll make its way over there. But some of the older videos on Commonwealth Picker and Commonwealth Flipper will find their way over to the Facebook page, which we don't really re-upload. We do have the Commonwealth Classics that we put out in a totally different format on the Picker channel from time to time. But this is exciting. You'll see some things change, because up until this point, none of the merch sales have been from the Facebook page, for instance. That's all been separated. And it's been an interesting kind of ride the last year and a half, but I'm super excited to be doing something new over there on Facebook. And of course, we still have the Facebook groups, Garage Sale Nation Facebook group, which talks about all the highway sales all over the country. We also have GarageSaleNation.net. We have, what else do we have? Trash to Cash podcast reselling group on Facebook as well. All right, I went ahead and pulled from the clubhead cover bins. I have 1, 2, 3, and ironically, these are putters, and then fairways, drivers, all that stuff. So pulled from each of the bins. This one right here sold for $20. It's a pretty nice condition Stealth TaylorMade cover. This was $15.95 for this one right there. It's not bad. And those are both free shipping on those, but they're very, this one will probably creep over 4 ounces, but this one will stay under. I mean, they're super light. And this one sold for $19. This is an Uncle Paul gift to me. I talk about my uncles a lot, but that one came from Uncle Paul. $19 plus shipping. Sold another one of those 30% off sales, which put me barely into a profit, but still into a tiny profit, which I'm glad it's gone. Sometimes you just need to do that. Sold some Tupperware, little pie piece Tupperware right there. I think I had it listed for like 10 free ship. Ended up going out for, $6.50-ish, something like that. And, we'll make a buck on it. What the heck, but at least it's gone. And it went to a viewer, Chris. Hi, Kevin. Been watching your channel for quite some time, but it's my first purchase. I want to thank you for all the information you pass along. I truly believe I'm a better reseller because of you. Well, that's very kind. I appreciate that. Been reselling since 1998. Boy, you've been doing it longer than I have. But just opened a store not too long ago. Chris, thank you. I hope you enjoy the Tupperware triangle pie keeper thing. Another one here I missed right here. This might be one of the last ones of these magnets too, so thank you for that. And nope, there's 2 more magnets left. Support the Troops magnets. They went out for $8.99, free shipping, and they go out in these handy dandy little paper cardboard holders. Love these things a ton. I don't know if I got these from SupplyHut or not. I know you have some over there, but I don't think you have these. I can't remember. Anyway, they're down there in the links below for sure. Sold another ashtray right there from the ashtray bin. It's getting a little lower. That needs a license plate. Wide one. Camel, Joe Camel, right there. That was pretty cool. $10.50 plus shipping. This one goes to Terry, the Swedish Death Cleaner eBay store. The Swedish Death Cleaner? She says she's a fangirl of YouTube resellers, especially you. I hope Blue Ridge Mama doesn't watch this. Thanks for the practical advice. Appreciate it. Isn't reselling the most legal way to have fun? I know it's more fun than killing Swedish. I don't know. There's a joke there somewhere. I don't know what it is. Anyway, Terry, thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the ashtray. All right, Neil. Turner's going to sign a card. I signed a card. Reagan signed a card. We got to get Blue Ridge Mama to sign a card. Bubba's girlfriend is in here, and she doesn't want to sign a card. She also doesn't want to be on camera. She's the one who designed CommonwealthPicker.com. You should go check it out. She did an awesome job, y'all. She just killed it. So, all right, you got a joke for us?
Yeah.
All right, what's the joke? Bubba's girlfriend gave you the joke. So,
what did the coach say to the vending machine?
What did the coach say to the vending machine? What?
Give me my quarterback.
I love it, buddy. Good job. I got a couple sales in here, but Brandon left a message from earlier, and I figured I'd read a little bit of it really quick. I might not read it. I've already read it. I'll just give you a summary. How's that? He said a ton of great, nice stuff about me. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. And he requested some items from the death pile that you just wish you wouldn't have bought. And so I'm sure I can find you a couple of ashtrays in there, and we'll send them to you. He's got a YouTube channel. It's Resale King, I think is what it is, Resale King on YouTube. And he's requested other YouTubers to send him some of these things as he bought some stuff, throw some extra things into the box, which is what we're going to do. And he's going to blow them up. Actually, he's going to slingshot them and then blow them up on his YouTube channel. I'm building a 20-foot slingshot to launch your bad buys into a special target of honor of resellers everywhere who have purchased in vain. And that's everybody. I don't care who you are. As of right now, I have communicated and received items from 2 of the 4. So we're definitely do that. Resale King on YouTube. And he's coming to the reseller rally in September. So that's awesome, Brandon. Thank you. And that stuff is all on its way. So a really nice Levi's shirt, was not listed long. Old red tab XL, $35 plus shipping. So this Diamondback jersey's been listed for a long time. Came from my dad, I think. And they used to live out in Arizona. And it went on clearance, 30% off, $13.10 plus shipping. And sold a Duro decal, which we have tons of from Uncle Mark's Garage Sale. If you want to check that sale out, that was fun. It's over on the Garage Sale Nation YouTube channel because it's more of a private pick and whatever. But it's really got some great videos. Bought this from my Aunt Lori. And there are like 8 or 9 of these particular ones. There's a lot of multi-quantity in there, which I really like. I think this one went for $12 plus shipping. Wherever Reagan goes, so go the dogs. Her little piranha, she calls you. You are a piranha. See? A piranha. See that?
I know.
All right, what's sold at CommonwealthPicker.com. By the way, hopefully we have this straightened out, but the website should be working. You go to CommonwealthPicker.com and then go to Shop CWP and you can find the merch store. All right, what you got?
Brandon got 3 stickers and a Trash Cash shirt. Shani is new.
24?
Yeah, new 24 collections on eBay, and it's spelled NU24. And she got an Enema Man.
Awesome. An Enema Man. Very, very cool. Thank you very much. And now they can not just find the merch, not just find the stickers, but they can find all the affiliates, all the social media links. Yep. We should put pictures to the dogs on there is what we should do. I'll be nice to Sophie. Is this still
CommonwealthPicker.com?
It is. So
bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Hey, I figured we'd end the show here in the Supply Hut, but I wanted to show you something really quick. We've been out doing just a little bit of sales now. I've hit 2 sales now in the last 2 weeks. Just one estate sale and went to the flea market. So nothing big, but we're starting to source again. And we found some pretty cool stuff. I want to give you a sneak peek of a video that's coming up in the next week or so on the Commonwealth Picker channel. I'll give you just a quick sneak peek in there. Found some sweet stuff. But below those two dolls, I have a great find. I can't wait to show it to you. But look at this, y'all. Look. All of these right here, comic books, which I know nothing about. Jess is in here helping us. She's been coming around about 5, 6, 8, 10 hours a week helping us with pictures, and she's got her hands full. What do you got? I told her what I think she should do, and she told me I'm crazy, and she's telling me the right way to do it. She's like, I think what I told you was just put them all in one giant lot and let's sell them off in an auction. But she found some runs. So what kind of runs do we have here? Punisher.
Yeah, good. At least 3 sets, full runs of the Punisher.
Okay, so we're going to do that separate. We're not going to put them all together. Check that out. Elf Quest.
RoboCops.
RoboCop. Okay, put that in one and auction it off.
You may be missing one from that one.
Okay. Dungeons
These
and
old
Dragons.
Indiana Jones.
Those are all Indiana Jones. That's cool. That's coming out here pretty quick too. Bunch of Spider-Man stuff. So, all right, this is a lot better than I thought it would be. There's a few good ones on top. We paid $25 for one box, $25 for the other box. We haven't even looked through that to see what's in there, but we found some awesome stuff. So, I don't know. You think we'll do all right?
I think you'll make some money.
The Punisher. Cool. All right, thanks. All right, y'all. Jess been telling me some other things that she's been finding as well, but I'm gonna keep that a secret, so you go check out the Commonwealth Picker video in the coming days. But I wanted to say thank you for stopping by as always. You guys are awesome to us. We appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you next time.
What did the quarterback say of? What did the quarterback say of the vending machine? Give me my wait, what?
What did the what?
Take 2.
What did the what? What
Oh,
did the coach
yeah.
say to?
The vending machine.
Okay, ready?